So, I finally made it to Espon. Been threatening to come here for a long time, and finally made it. And it's such a cool place. They've got loads of gear here. Really nice stuff. I love the helmet racks. These are really good. Really good. Yeah. It's a cool place. And then through here you've got like loads of bikes and stuff. All parked up, you see behind me. You go through, we will see, we'll go through here now. You can see the bikes and leathers hanging up. You've got bar area. I'm just going to spin the camera around so you can see. It's really quiet today. I thought it'd be quite busy, but it's really quiet. It took a bit of finding. It's in between, if anybody comes looking for it, it's between the new bridge and the old bridge. Right on the side of the river. And we've got this lovely bar area. There's coffees and stuff. Wine, beers, alcohol-free beers as well. Nice little area to sit down. Such a cool place. Going through into the workshop.
In the darkened room.
You got ulterior motive here, that's okay.
Yeah,
this is where it all happens. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, but it's smaller than what I thought.
Well, he's got all of this after the show.
Right.
And that
Yesterday
It's awesome.
was sun and there was rain.
It's awesome.
Beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Sun's up. It's the first day of the Isle of Wight trip, and we're down at the ferry terminal, and can't start a day without a coffee, so that's where we're heading. Get ourselves a coffee. Yeah, and then we'll do a bit of filming in a minute when we get on the bateau.
Over this public address system. Remain calm and proceed to assembly point 1 or 2 located at each end of B deck in the main passenger lounge area as directed by the crew. I say again, the crew will direct you to assembly point 1 or 2 located at each end of B deck in the main passenger lounge area. The assembly points are clearly marked by a green sign depicting a family group.
Here we are, Isle of Wight. Yeah. Probably doors will be opening in a minute. Maybe shake the
Go ahead, guys.
business merchant change, but your face remained the same. The swallows will be here by dawn, and when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. A significant life, just what it was needed, clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time, nobody's losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn. When we finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt.
Well, here we are, lost in the Alawite already. We've not been here for many moments, but we're actually we found this lovely place, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And there's another ferry here. I'm not sure what crossing this one is, but so here we are, Isle of Wight, and so the next thing to do is to find out exactly where we are, and then we can go and explore the place. But this is what it's all about, really, is taking the road so we don't know really where we are, and finding these wonderful little places, such as this, which is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, more later. We're at Bembridge. It's quite nice here. It's a lovely beach, and it's very tempting to just kind of jump in there. But wouldn't be riding with very wet pants for the rest of the day, because that's kind of skinny de beer. So, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Little, I don't know what it is, castle, something behind me. Very, very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. Yeah, cool place. Bembridge. Because 53 years ago I was swimming here. This is Freshwater Bay. Got heavy breathing in my ears. And of course this is where the Isle of Wight Festival was, and it's just actually was up behind me where the festival site was, and I was actually then camping on up at the hill there, which is a golf course, which was nicknamed at the time Devastation Hill because it was such a mess up there. And the festival, which I think had something like 400,000 people attending it, most of which got in for free. But yeah, it was an amazing time, and that was, I say, 53 years ago today. Oh, not today, sorry, in June. Was it June or September? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm just going to record on the other side here now, so you can see the view, because it's incredible. morning, we've been on the circuit, the racing circuit. What racing circuit, I hear you ask? Well, the Isle of Wight is trying to get a kind of Isle of Man TT circuit in the sort of the southwest corner of the island, and what do you say? It's about 14-mile circuit.
12.4.
12.4 mile circuit with lots of twists through villages, but some an amazing long sort of straight using the old military road, of course, military road, which is amazing. And there've been, you know, lots of people behind it, lots of people against it. It's a bit of a marmite. And anyway, we rode it today, and I tell you what, if they do get it, it's going to be an incredible race circuit. And I think it would be good for the island. It would bring a lot of tourism to the island. So certainly bring a lot of bikers here, that's for sure. And so that's what we did. And now we're at Yarmouth. We're staying tonight, but the weather's a bit inclement today. It's not wet. We're just dressed in ordinary riding clothes. We're not getting wet. It's an amazing place. There's not very many bikers over here. We thought there'd be quite a few, but there's not very many. It is a bit end of season. A lot of places are closed or looking a bit tired. Having said that, definitely worth popping over here for a visit. Last night's accommodation we stayed at was called the Checkers. Was it called just the Checkers? It was called just the
Checkers or Checkers Inn, I can't remember.
The Checkers Inn, in fact, it was called, yes. And I'd have to say it was outstanding. Initially we thought it was quite expensive. Airbnb was £130 for an evening, which is between two, of course. But we had an amazing breakfast this morning. They brought a list of stuff we could have had, and we could actually had everything on the list. But we opted just to have the full English, coffee, fruit juice, cereals, everything. We reckon that was probably worth about £25 each. So the room we had was outstanding. You couldn't fault it. It's quiet. It is on a main road, but we didn't hear nothing. Lovely bar, lovely restaurant, lovely food there last evening. We just had some snacks, but beautiful. So if you're coming over to the island and you're looking for somewhere to stay, because it's fairly sort of central, the Checkers Inn, check it out. Check out the Checkers Inn. Check it out, because it really is outstanding, and the staff are also superb, absolutely superb. So yeah, day 2 on the Isle of Wight, and a little view of where I'm sitting at the moment, because it's very pleasant where I'm sitting at the moment. It's just by the water. Yeah. Oh, I look like I've eaten too many breakfasts on that picture. Which I actually have eaten too many breakfasts. Yeah, we actually are eating our way around the island at the moment. That's something that I would say that we are doing, because yeah, it's really nice, and it's cooled down from what it's been, so that's also very pleasant. No complaints on the weather front at all. Yeah, so some more photos and bit video later of day 2 on this epic journey and adventure, the Isle of Wight. I'm in Yarmouth. It's really kind of old people's place. I suppose I'm an old person, so I'm just going to have a little walk around here to where the ferry is. Basically, we've got an Airbnb. Sorry, it's not Airbnb. Accommodation, and it's very small. Very small. And yeah. I'm just going to walk around town because we've got our bikes parked outside. And this is the ferry link here. People can ferry. So we've got our bikes parked outside, but in actual fact we can't leave them unattended until 5 o'clock. Because you're only allowed to park there for an hour, so we don't want to get caught. I'm just looking and seeing what's here. Yarmouth, tiny little place, but it's okay. Weather's awesome. I mean, every time I do a bike trip now, the sun comes out and it's so hot. I shouldn't complain really, but yeah, place full of pubs, pub gardens, pubs, more pubs. It seems to have more pubs than just about anything. There's pubs everywhere. And just a little, so the George Hotel, the King's Head. There's another one just down the road there. The one in front, Coach House. Yeah, a little lane up there. The King's Head, the Wheat Sheaf. 2 more pubs. Oh no, 1 more pub. The King's Head again. Yeah, it dates back a long time. Well, that's quite an interesting little window. Rolls Royce. Ah, so this is interesting. This is quite cool. So we've got all this Norton stuff running behind us, which is quite good. And that's probably worth a look in. Just give you some prices. Norton, sorry, BP fuel can, 50 quid. Yeah. Please accept my appearance. It's very hot. I'm very sweaty and sticky. Look at my glasses hanging off my shirt. So Billy is up the road here by the church. If I go this way, he's sitting watching the bikes, waiting on the elusive traffic warden coming to put a ticket on us, which is probably not going to happen. I don't think there is a traffic warden here. But until 5 o'clock, we don't kind of walk out the way because you're only allowed an hour worth of parking. So we could possibly get done for that. I'm in the square. Let's turn around so you can see what's behind me. Billy's behind me. He's about there somewhere in the square. Yarmouth. Last time I came here, 1970 Isle Festival. And we are in this building here, which I'll show you in a minute behind me, which is a 17th century guest house. And personally I feel we should be paying in groats rather than in pounds, because it is very antiquated. But however, do I care? The sun's shining, it's not raining. Everybody seems to be going home now, so I think the bikes are going to be fine where they are. I might put them end on here actually, in the parking spot. Might be a place to put them. At the moment they're here, just behind me. So yeah, so that's it, Yarmouth, Isle of Wight.